Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the All Star Wrestling Review Series for the 9th of February, 1980. And we continue forward like I said, in the month of February 1980. We got, a bunch of these put together, and we open with a Hulk Hogan match in a one-on-one situation, and obviously Hogan is a guy who, not a big surprise, is a major force in wrestling for the next, 20 plus years at this point. But, they don't know that in 1980. But he certainly proves himself here. Interesting that they put him with Freddie Blassie. Obviously, he does not have the talking ability that he would later develop. I don't actually know the story of how he developed his speaking ability, but it's pretty notable there that he has it. And obviously, his promos are very routine. But anyway, and as we go through this, we've got about another almost 100 of these available. Then we're going to choose another series. Have not chosen that series yet, where we're going next. So if you have an idea, please feel free to vote and all that good stuff in the comment box below. Hulk Hogan, though, with Freddie Blassie, Joe Massara, 559 with a bear hug. Bear hug, his new finish for a while. Obviously accentuating the power. I don't know that this needs 6 minutes, but Hogan certainly with the yellow and pink robe or purple robe, doing the shrug off power moves, actually working over the arm, which is kind of rare, takedowns. Seeing Hogan actually do a few wrestling moves here and there is a little surprising, including wrist locks. Then the punch kick. Obviously, he does not finish things off here with the leg drop, although we have seen him use the leg drop in previous matches. Then we move to an interesting pairing when you look at it side by side. We move to the wonder that is Tony Atlas versus Jose Estrada. 7:44, jumping headbutt. After the match, Vince conducts an interview with Atlas, thanking the fans, discussing the differences between wrestling and bodybuilding. Obviously, Atlas putting over that bodybuilding is tough, but wrestling is harder on the body. He's also very thankful to the fans for his opportunity, as it were. Estrada is a regular enhancement talent. Atlas using his power. I've mentioned it being interesting that he's in this position partially because he's right up there with Hogan, and he and Hogan have a feud around several clubs in the weeks and months to come here. Estrada trying to get advantages. Very basic punch kick maneuver, body slams, military press slam, and a leaping headbutt for Tony Atlas. Atlas, again, probably looking to be in the best shape of his life here, and obviously looking a little bit weird next to Vince McMahon in the banana yellow suit. And then we move to the next in the series of matches, as it were. We move to tag team competition here next. Tag team competition with the Wild Samoans, Afa and Sika, who will eventually become your tag team champions here in the next little while, next few weeks. Anyway, Steve King, Dominic DeNucci, 10:49 when Afa pins King after a Samoan drop. The Samoan drop, a pretty big deal because it becomes now it's a transition move, and it's really quite sad. A lot of people don't even know where it came from, with the Wild Samoans being the culprit. DeNucci, I think this is the second time in about a month or two that he is a major force in a match with the Samoans. Obviously, King taking the loss and all of that. A lot of punch kick. Sika always been the larger of the two, Afa a little bit smaller, but not really noticeable. Afa, though, takes the majority of the lead in the match here. Some double teams, double chops, body slams, and the like. DeNucci is out of the ring for the early stages. The Samoans cut him off. Lou Albano on the outside, cheering on his team, and obviously getting them ready for a tag team title run eventually. And then obviously there is a missed spot in the corner, kind of a shoulder tackle sort of thing. And again, tag off to the other Samoan after backdrop. Diving headbutt also very popular here as well. And we move to the next in the series of matches. The next match here happens to be the Bobby Duncum versus with Captain Lou Albano versus Charlie Brown, 454 with a Bulldog. Duncum still getting pushed pretty heavily here, although not really having a direction of a main program that they have him getting ready for on television outside of talking about Backlund when given the opportunity. Kind of almost an attempted choke out a couple of times, and Duncum using front face locks. Duncum actually using pretty basic stuff, and then eventually hits the Bulldog and gets the win to close out the program of the moment. We'll be back with more right after this.